Hello and welcome to NiRiain Review. Today we're gonna take a look again at Galarian Slowbro, but also it has some friends with them. We have the Galarian Slowpoke here and also the normal Slowking. Actually, would have loved to have the Galarian Slowking in the back, but I didn't build one for Great League yet, and right now getting, I think, poison types or something for that, it's pretty much impossible, I think. So we are just taking like our Slowpoke here to town, and also like, yeah, the normal Slowking is also fine. This worked way better than expected. To be honest, like I started playing this team middle of the night, and after I played like the other two videos that you already saw on my channel yesterday, and yeah, I went then 0-5 first, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna stop for the night. This team doesn't work like this, and I should just leave it by that. And then I started playing it again, like a little bit later, I think like an hour later. It was then like nearly 3 AM, oops. And played like 2 sets with it and went 5-0 and 3-2. And then I played a last set tomorrow morning and went 5-0 again. So I went on a 13-2 streak with this team after like, yeah, I had like, anyway, like lag in the first set where I went 0-5 with that thing. And like I wasn't really in the mood anymore to play, but like this right now, it worked all of a sudden. It worked like perfectly. I was like so demotivated after the first 0-5 and then going on to a 13-2 win streak there. That was insane. Beating like a lot of people on the way as well. And we can just destroy this dude here. I think that a CCO, by the way, like a streamer as well, which we just focus blast here. Good game there. Funny game there. We have Scrafty against us. Scrafty is usually a complete core breaker for this team. Like there's not a lot of things that you can do here. You're gonna be able to survive one foul play at least. I'm just gonna shoot the first one anyway because they're never gonna bait you anyway. So yeah, it's fine. We can go for one move there. We can go for another Sludge Bomb. We already put him below half health, so this puts him into surf range. We can go for another Sludge Bomb. We're gonna swap out here now. If he doesn't he lets us go here, which is really good for us. And he goes into a Charizard. I expect him to have another counter for the fairy types in the back. And it's gonna be Electrode, so it's not. So most likely Electrode is usually a say-so, but he just went into Charizard because he was already killed by that thing anyway. And this is gonna be tough now, but we can go for another Surf here. We're going to be able to get the last shield from my opponent. And yeah, I tried to swap there in time, didn't work out. And I think this might be a loss, I don't know. He goes for Discharge. Yeah, that doesn't look good. Good game there to my opponent. This was one of the first losses, but happens. So we have a Crustle against us. Crustle is also really problematic for me, but the cool thing with Slowpoke is you need 4 confusions for the first serve, but after that you always only need 3, like for the next 2 serves to get to the next, 3 confusion to get to the next serve, which is gonna allow you to pressure this Crustle a lot, and also you see how much damage I do already with a quick move. But here in this case I thought, I have my Slowking anyway, I can just go into that thing and I have 2 crazy nukes on this. So I should be fine to win a lot of games, so that I like in general win against a lot of Pokemon if I have a shield with the Slowking, because I can just nuke them all. And we're gonna see my opponent going into a Lomomola, and we can just go still for the Sludge Bomb. I don't know why I didn't go into the Crustle there, but I take it. And now we're in a really decent spot. I don't have to shield anything here. Crustle is way more scary than this thing anyway. We can go for one Psychic KO this thing. We still have a shield left and we can just farm down my opponent there. Easy, good game. We can just shield, and that's gonna be it for that. Bye bye. Next up, we have Ariados against us, or Horrible Lead again. We swap out. Not the best either, but Slowpoke is a good boy. Look at him. I actually like it. Like it cost me like 500,000 stardust or something to build the Slowpoke. So leave a like, please. Thanks. I don't have stardust anymore. But yeah, was actually not the smartest idea that I even built this, because we have Florges coming up, so I have to save stardust for that thing. And we have the C-Day coming up on the 12th, where I'm mostly gonna play the shadow version of the Jumpluff. By the way, if you want to battle me and might be also stay on my friend list, you can follow me on Twitter on the C-Day on the 12th. Whenever like the C-Day begins, I'm gonna post my friend code and ask for some battles, because we don't have Great League or anything around, and I'm most likely just gonna battle some of you guys there. Just don't try to hard counter Jumpluff, please. That would be also perfect. Just play normal teams and not like 3 times hard counter. which some people always do because it's fun for them. But yeah, we will see. We can go for a Psychic here against this Alomomola, and we can still have our move here and KO this thing. Easy peasy. And we're gonna win this game as well. Those Slowpokes and Slowbros and Slowkings are just not that slow. And he goes into the Ariados. We go into our Slowpoke. We can survive one lunge. We are a bulky boy. We have Surf. The thing is, which I didn't know, like for I think 12 battles, I always thought the typing of the normal Slowpoke here would be also water. But it's actually not. This thing is Psychic type only. So always I was like, why is Alomomola does so much damage against me? And it's not even a water type. And I didn't know. I just didn't know. I expected it to be water type because it looks like it. But yeah, sadly, there is no water typing for that thing. We have a Scolipede coming in against us. And this is pretty nice that he goes into this, because now we can go into our Slowbro. And we're gonna see here a Gyro Ball. I have no idea why. In this case, it was actually really good for him, because that's gonna put me into farm down range, and we might lose this game now because, yeah, he has so much energy. He can go for the Hydro Pump. He goes for the Psychic, and I have no idea why. Like, if he just went for the Hydro Pump, I think he would have won this game. But good game there. Thanks for giving me this game again, dude. We're just gonna try to catch the move. Didn't work out. Slowpoke. It's actually super scary. I would have never shielded against the Alomomola, but I guess like I should have, because yeah, Hydro Pump would be neutral and the Quick Move is already neutral. I guess my opponents also didn't really know the typing, because he could have just stayed in there. That's crazy. I always thought it was the water type. But yeah, you can also use the normal Slowpoke, which might be even a little bit better, but doesn't have access to Surf. I think it only has Water Pulse. So this has a better moveset but a worse typing, while the other thing has a better typing but worse moveset. I'm gonna shield. I don't actually know why I shielded there. Doesn't really make too much sense. He goes for another Psychic. I think I'm just gonna try to farm him. Oh no. Okay, nice leg. We can just go for the Psychic anyway. We're gonna KO him, and let's see what he has in the back. A Charizard. What a nice dude there. We can go for the Psychic. And there was a Charizard in the back, and Slowking just swept the entire team. Good job, Slowking. And here I just recorded also me going 5-0 with this team after going 0-5, because I was like, there's no way I'm gonna get such a good result again. But yeah, like I went 3-2 afterwards and 5-0 again, so this was my first 5-0 with this team. It's just funny. We have Milotic coming in, and he goes for the Surf. Fine, we can go for the Psychic. I should have went for the Psychic before, of course. That was kind of stupid on my part. Goes back into Medicham. We can still get 2 Psychic. This is only a pup. It's Ice Punch, even better for us. And he goes into his own Slowbro, which allows me to align my Pokemon perfectly. Can go into my Slowpoke, and my Slowpoke has nice Surfs. And this Psychic actually shielded, because I don't know, like still, like I'm always kind of unsure with this Pokemon still. I shouldn't have shielded this, I guess, but we can go for Surf so fast, and he just let it go, which is good for me. And I think I was surprised here that the Ice Punch does so much. If he does it, no, we're just gonna swap out here anyway. Go for the move. Gonna be able to get the last shield. Gonna also tank this Psychic pretty easily. I don't think he can farm me down. He get the defense drop, but doesn't really matter. He goes for the Ice Punch. Gonna be able to KO me here, but we still have our Slowpoke in the back, and the Slowpoke is just better than this XL Medicham. Get the hell out of here. We have a Slowbro in the lead against us. Not very good for us, but we have our own Slowpoke. And he is in a better spot because he has Water Pulse usually. That's why I also shielded, but he didn't go for it. And my opponent gives me the Crustle for free, and I have no idea why, but I can go for some Surfs here. And he doesn't even know. So we can just go for another Confusion, another one. And he thought he could farm us down, but we're already in the next Surf, and we're gonna be able to get Switch advantage, get shield advantage. And we can go into our Slowking now against the Slowbro, having the Slows against each other, which is totally fine for us, as we can just farm up and farm more up. And he goes into Scolipede. Thanks for giving me this win so easily. Like, if you stayed in with the Slowbro, we had a way easier chance to win this still, but we can go for another Psychic here. Gonna be able to KO him, and we're gonna take this game as well. We go into the next match. And we have Alomomola. We actually, I think, let me see what my rating is right now. Like, we definitely went over 3k again with this team. I'm at 3047. I kind of want to get lower, to be honest, because when we have the floor just coming up, I don't really want to have queue times. But I have to see if I actually maybe tank some games on purpose again. I have to see. Even though my rating, of course, compared to like the craziest people right now is not that high, it's still queue times like that high up. So, kind of annoying. And we have a Lomomola against us, and we can only go for a surf. But yeah, still was confused why the waterfall does so much, but of course it's resisted now, like not resisted, so it's a little bit tough. The Slow King though can take every move, even a Hydro Pump, and I can just farm all the way down. He cannot do anything against me. I nearly have 2 Psychics, he has the Medicham in the back, and that's gonna be a good game. Like, nothing in that he can do. We're just gonna spam those Psychics. We can swap out here now. We can go for the Sludge Pump. I actually thought of going for the Focus Burst just for fun there, but I just wanted to make it safe and KO him easily like this. Electrode in the lead is very good for me that's in the lead, because usually I don't really want to face it somewhere else. I was hoping he doesn't have Foul Play. He has Foul Play, so I can just go for one move. Now I have to swap out. Now I'm in a bad position. Electrode is very horrible for me. But we get the extra quick move in here, which allows us to get to the move a 1 turn faster than him next time, but he has a Shadow Scissor in the back. And this seems to be like a crazy art count. Against Scissor, I actually cannot do anything either. I wouldn't recommend you at all to run Scissor, to be honest. There's not a lot of things that it can do. Like, of course, you have like the Charm users, and you maybe have a Slowpoke, but that's basically it. Otherwise, you have Fighter, you have Water types, you have Fire types, and all of them just destroy your Scissors, so it doesn't really help you. We have the Macago coming in here, and there's not a lot they can do here. I think he goes for the Stone Edge. Okay, he goes into Electrode. We catch the move, which is nice, but still it's gonna come down to the wire, and I don't think there's anything we can do. We have next to no health anymore. We can go for one Psychic here. Can we survive one more Incinerate? We can, and we can get to the move with a 1 HP in a Dream in his Incinerate, and we will be able to win this game. So close. Like, what a nice game there. Macago against us again in the lead. Our Rock Throw Macago, which definitely does make sense in the current meta as well. You don't always need the Incinerate, but both are fine. I think Incinerate is still a little bit better, but situational depending on the team that you play. Here my opponent's team seemed to be a little bit weak to Talonflame, so I guess that's why he went for the Rock Throw instead of the Incinerate. And I wanted to throw my move there, but I couldn't. I don't know why. Like, I overtapped, I guess. Like, it was most likely my fault. I'm not gonna blame Niantic for that. I overtapped a little bit there, which hurts me a lot. Because, no, I didn't realign my Pokemon, or I didn't get the shield, but my opponent has a Vileplume in the back, and we can just go for one move, and we can go for another move, and he catches perfectly on the Macago. Well played by my opponent, but we still have a Water type in the back. We don't care about the Razor Leaf, if we can also do super effective confusion damage there, KOing the Vileplume. Good game there. Very decent lead for us. In comes the Octillery, something that I also kind of want to play, to be honest. Octillery looks so much fun. Maybe I actually play a similar team that my opponent plays there. The lock-on, I think my opponent has a double lock-on team, which you're gonna see soon. Goes back into the Wigglytuff, can farm me down. We can go into our Slowbro. Actually, it does make sense, this team. I actually really like this team. Maybe. But I only have the evolution of the Porygon Z there, not the Porygon 2. I have to take this one move. I think he has to shield us here. Yeah, he has to shield. We're 2 shields up, but still, Porygon is pretty spammy. He goes for one Tri Attack, doesn't debuff me luckily. Tried to go for my Surf, but couldn't. But here I just have to let it go. It still hurts a lot, and he catches the move perfectly on the Wigglytuff. Gonna come down to the wire. We can farm him down in time. We have Psychic Store, does do enough here. And the Slowpoke gonna sweep the opponent here. Slowpoke is just too strong. Coming in next, the Wigglytuff. And the Alomomola. Alomomola cannot do anything against the Slowking. Also thought here again of going into the Slowpoke, but yeah, for me, I still haven't figured out at that point of time that I'm not a Water type, so luckily I went to the Slowking. And he goes into his Slowbro, which is fine, and we can go for the Psychic, and we can go into our own Slowpoke. And I think this was the dude. Yeah, he goes for Water Puts, and this was the moment where I realized, oh, I'm actually not a Water type. Because this was neutral damage. I was like, okay, why the hell are you throwing this? And then I thought, oh, I was wrong the whole time. My life was just a lie, and he catches perfectly on the Wigglytuff here Doesn't really matter, we can swap out and we have a perfect matchup now. We have the alignment again. We can go for a nice sludge bomb. Gonna be able to get the last shield, farm him down, and my opponent just surrenders here. Into the final game here, we have Cherrim against us. Oh, I remember this game again. And a Soul Rock, and at the Soul Rock I had no idea what I wanted to do, like literally no idea. And I played this completely horrible. A, I stayed way too long into the first matchup there because I didn't know what I wanted to do against the Soul Rock. B, I'm gonna let this move go here now, like when he goes for the next Rock Slide. I should have shielded here 100%, but I expected something else. And I thought I can just farm easily down here. I can take one move, easy peasy. Nothing to worry about. I can just farm him and farm him and farm him. And I get to my move. And I couldn't swap out in time. And the reason for this is, which you saw there, for a split second, he runs a Razor Leaf on his Cherrim, which is crazy. And yeah, we're gonna go for the focus blast, gonna KO the Crustle, and we're still gonna be able to win this game easily. Thanks for watching. Triple slow is very good, and see you on next time. Bye.